Hello everyone, Princess Kate Osamede Emiko is my name. I'm your host on Diet TV. Diet TV is where we talk about our food, our health, and how it affects our body. Remember last week we started with the African diet. Is it healthy or not? Paying special attention to the African diet, because a lot of blame has been put on the Nigerian diet as the major cause of obesity, as the major cause of high blood pressure, as the major cause of high cholesterol. But from researches, it shows that the Nigerian diet, the African diet, is a good support for sound health. That the African diet helps lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases, heart attack, blood pressure, diabetes, and even some cancer. So what actually is wrong with the African diet or the Nigerian diet? The Nigerian diet is very healthy, but the issue is, how do you prepare your Nigerian food? How do you prepare your meals? What time of the day do you have these meals? I remember giving us an example last week of when we do pay visit to my grandmom of blessed memory. She goes right straight to our farm. One thing I love about the Nigerian diet is not a junk diet. We all know what a junk diet is. A junk diet is very unhealthy. A diet full of processed food, full of chemicals, full of additives, full of coloring. When you look at a junk food, you don't even know what type of food you are looking at. There are some food I see in packs. I don't know where it was made from, whether it was made from corn, whether it was made from plantain, whether it was made from yam. It has been over-processed. I don't even know the source of that food. But the African diet is not like that. The African diet is a natural diet of tubers, of all grains. The Nigerian African diet is a natural diet of wonderful healing herbs and spices. The Nigerian diet is a wonderful healthy diet of fresh meat, fresh fish, fresh vegetables. The Nigerian African diet is natural. No chemicals, no additives. It is this food, this Nigerian food, this African food that is now being processed. Once it has been processed, once they've added chemicals, once they've added additives, beloved, it is no longer the African diet. It is now a junk diet. Because the African diet, the Nigerian diet that I know of, is natural food. The Nigerian rice, which is popularly called ofada or ekpoma rice, is natural to the core. No chemicals, no additives. The Nigerian rice, the ekpoma rice, the ofada rice is not parboiled, scented, long grain. No, that is a junk rice. The Nigerian rice has all its ingredients, all its vitamins intact. That is the diet we are talking about. And it's a diet that is so rich and full of value that benefits your health. So how do you prepare this food? That is where the issue is. What time of the day do you have this food? That is where the problem is. So it is not really the food per se. How do you use your palm oil? A lot of people shy away from palm oil, saying that palm oil is unhealthy. Oh my God. I wish you know that palm oil that has not been bleached, palm oil that has not been processed, palm oil gotten straight from the source, is a superfood. Great for brain health, great for Alzheimer's disease. But then, what quantity do you have or do you take? And then, how do you use the palm oil? Is it the palm oil you pour in your pot and bleach and remove all the antioxidants? If you are talking about a superfood that is loaded with antioxidants, it is palm oil. If you are talking about superfood that is loaded with antioxidants, it is coconut oil. But not coconut oil that has been adulterated, not coconut oil that has been bleached, not coconut oil that has passed through all sorts of process that you cannot even identify it as coconut oil. Beloved, Nigerian food remains the best. But how do you prepare the food? What time of the day do you prepare the food? I want to pay particular attention to a particular food in Delta. I'm going to be talking about that food when I come back. Please stay tuned. Hello there. If you are conscious of healthy eating, healthy living just like me, then the word detoxification shouldn't be new to you. Detoxification simply means the removal of toxic substances that would want to wreak havoc on your health. But I define it as getting the invaders down before they get you. I quickly want to introduce to you what I use once in 3 months to get myself cleansed from all these invaders. My 14 days miracle detox. It is a wow. 21 years I've been using this and there has been no evil report. I used it to get my body back after bearing my children. I'm marking towards my 50th and it has always delivered. Tremendous testimonies from clients in my academy. Testimonies of reduced blood pressure, testimonies of balanced blood sugar, testimonies of cholesterol zapping. It is a wonderful detox. I encourage everyone to go on if you really want to give your system that sponge. What do we have here? I prepared this myself. This is the secret formula. A bottle a day during the 14 days miracle detox. This is a slow detoxifier. It is not a laxative, but it's a diuretic and it cleanses perfectly well. And of course, we have the Princess Cathy Healing Tea Anointed. There are teas, but this is anointed. It delivers results. This also boosts immunity and gives you the energy you need to go on during the 14 days. It is also a visceral fat zapper. We also have the lipo tea. This takes care of the colon region, removing those invaders that we want to hide in there to cause havoc. Liposuction, it's like going for a lipo. It cleanses the colon. And then of course, you should know if you are used to detoxification that no detox is complete without sponging the liver. And that is why we have the Body Perfect Make Pacing. And the wonder of it all is the Detox Capsule. What does this do? This takes care of fortified fermented toxins in the colon that have stayed there for years that would want to wreak havoc. That is what the Detox Capsule does. How long or how many times should we do this? I do mine once in 3 months because I'm conscious of what I eat. But it depends on your health challenge. It depends on what you want to achieve. But I would advise, if you are thinking about a detox, if you are thinking about taking your body for a wash, which you should do because that is your best health insurance plan, think the 14 days miracle detox. Princess Kate Osamide-Emiko is my name and I'm the coach at the Jesus Wants You Fit Diet Academy. Welcome back to Diet TV. Still on the Nigerian diet, healthy or not? Nigerian diet is healthy. Nigerian diet is fantastic. Yes, a lot of people say, oh, it is a diet high in carbohydrates, it is a diet high in fats. It depends on how you prepare your food and it depends on what time you are eating that food and it depends on the quantity you are having and it also depends on your energy expedition. What quantity, what is the energy requirement that will determine or that will demand that particular type of food. So talking about this particular food from Delta, it is a delicacy. It is supposed to be an occasional food. But what do we find out? People eat this food every day. It is a popular food in Delta called owo and starch. Owo is made with 100% palm oil. In fact, it has a special palm oil. Not any other anyhow palm oil. It has a special palm oil they use in making that food. Nutritionally, if you want to look at that food, it is high in cholesterol because of the way it is prepared. And that is why it is occasional food. You don't eat it every day. It is a food that is specially designed for weddings. It is a food that is specially designed for funerals. It is this food that's specially designed for when you have guests to entertain. Because of the high content of cholesterol and things in the food, the preparation, the oil, and what it is eaten with, starch, that's just what they call it. And when making the starch, they also add palm oil. At a glance, you already know that this food is not the type of food I should be having every day if I want to remain healthy. It is a delicacy made for special occasions, and you don't eat it at night. And once you eat such food, you go down, you wash it down with water, not with a bottle of soda, which I see a lot of people doing. But guess what? People eat this food every day. every day. They wake up to it. Afternoon, the one they didn't finish for breakfast, they will finish it for lunch. And then in the evening, the soup, the owo soup that is left, if there's no starch, they use cassava or eba to face it. Now, when you eat such cholesterol-dense food on a daily basis, you eat such food on a daily basis, what do you expect? It's supposed to be an occasional food. It's supposed to be food you eat on rare occasions. But for some, it is a daily food. So the abuse of the Nigerian food, the abuse of owo and starch, that is what is the issue, not actually the food per se. So how do you prepare your Nigerian food? How do you eat your Nigerian food? Do you eat it on a daily basis, especially the carbohydrates? Have you seen where some people prepare stew with almost all the oil in the can, swimming? So it is the method of preparation that is the issue, and the time of eating that is the issue. What about beans? Beans is a 5-star Nigeria healthy food. Oh my God, loaded with protein and other antioxidants. But how do we prepare beans? Most people love eating beans cake, the popularly called akara. Do you know how many calories has been soaked in one bean cake? And they don't just eat this bean cake like that. They eat it with hot bread. Another heavy calorie food. What happened to moi moi? Another a healthy way of eating beans. What happened to boiled beans, sauce with a little plantain by the side? So, beloved, the Nigerian diet is a fantastic diet. But the issue is, how is it prepared? The issue is, what time do you have it? I'll come your way again next time, still on the Nigerian diet. We're going to be breaking down a lot of meals and the time that is best for you to eat it. So when next you want to eat your owo and starch, eat it on your cheat day. It's not the food you eat every day. Not to talk of eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And guess what? Have you seen the beef, the meat, the all sorts of leather in that soup? Oh my God. It is a rich soup. So it is a soup that is made for special occasions. Remain blessed. Don't forget, food is medicine taken according to prescription. And also, like, share, and subscribe. Till I come your way again next time, shalom.